Hi, Jonah. How are you today? I'm just waiting for more people to come in. Hi, Twinkie. Have fun. Um, I basically just want to have a conversation on, relationships. Um, you know, Sometimes we be trying to, fix these people with trauma and broken souls, and it's just madness because you can't fix somebody who's broken. You can't. A one-arm band. There's no way. I'm looking at this whole scenario with Diddy and all this other stuff, and sometimes when we think we the head king, and we done pumped up this style, like, I'm that man, I'm God. And people come into that circle, and when a person is broken, it doesn't matter how much money they have. There's no way for you to fix them. Um, and it's kind of sad that a lot of women, you know, they get trapped into this individual, as I said, and they try to rebuild that man, and it's no way to do that. It's no way to rebuild someone. If it's not in them, and they can't allow themselves to be fixed, you can't do it. You can put many years into it. You can extend that hand out as far as it'll go, but you're working on false hope, and it really um, bothers me in a sense because I'm a woman too. I'm a woman first, so I just want to jump in here and maybe just have a small conversation about it. You guys can make comments on what I'm speaking about, and I'll elaborate on it. But it's sad. Hi, Terrence. Hi, Shake Them Harder. And the thing about it is, a lot of times people don't want to hear the truth. Um, I've been there, done that. I mean, I've been into a relationship. They had kids. Um, and I remember one time, the individual told me, said, "Well, you can be disciplined to my kids." And I had to sit back and think about that. I said, "Nah." I said, "That's not my place. That's your place." Because one thing for certain, if it's a logical person, one thing for sure and one thing for certain, they're gonna always be your kids. It doesn't mean that I'm gonna always be in your life. So I had to tell that person, no, I'm not gonna do that. Am I going to express to them what's right and wrong? Yes, but I'm not gonna go in there and start chastising your kids wherein, you know there's 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 a misunderstanding between us two. You, as the parent, do that. That's your job. It's not my job. Um, and a lot of people don't look at it. And what ended up happening after 7 years, we broke up. But your kids are still there. So that's how I think about certain things when it comes to a relationship and kids involved. Or a relationship wherein, as I stated, that man has so much trauma and you sit there and you work with it, and to no prevail, you're not going to change that person. It's just not going to happen. If they don't have that growth within them, you're not going to change them. There's so many ways to abuse a person: mental, physical. If somebody's taking every inch energy out of you, you need to separate yourself from that. Um, as I said, I've written a book about all types of relationships because there's so many out here. There's so many different kinds of relationships. Some people stay in a relationship because of the simple fact they got so much invested, so they stay there. Some people stay in a relationship because of the kids. There's so many different types of relationships out here. It, my eyes are getting red. Girl, your eyes are getting red. What you mean my eyes is getting red? Tell me what you mean, Super Chat. They look red? Super Chat. And you know what, Super Chat? You might be right. You may be right. Hi, James. I do stay up late sometimes. That's because I'm trying to be on this YouTube. I'm trying to get to the bag, honey. Because the bag is definitely on here and many other platforms as well. So sometimes you have to put in the work in order for the things to get done. Thank you so much, James. I appreciate that. Yeah, I be trying to bring y'all a little comedy and a little, because I'm a type of person, I love to see people smile. I love to smile. I love to laugh. Life is too short. You walking around here with frowns and carrying on. I wish you the best too, James. Oh, that's okay, James. That's quite fine. The thought is appreciative. Okay, bye, James. Thank you for coming in. Like I said, I'm definitely going to be on here. I wish I had done this a long time ago. Um, but oh, it's 10 at night. Wow. Where you at? Or should I say, what part of the country you are? Are you in? This is crazy the way they demonstrate and how he treated Cassie. Outrageous. This is really outrageous. Guys, I just want to come in here and hang out with you guys for a little while. I need all the attention that I can possibly get because basically it's about watch time hours, and your attention. So I'm just in here trying to get it, y'all. I'm trying to get it.
They are going to ascribe motives to the women that they would sleep with Combs or Ms. Edwards in exchange for a career boost. There was all the quid pro quo. I don't think women on the jury are going to go along with that. But when you combine that with threats of violence and actual violence, Harvey, please, hiding women away in remote areas so their bruises can heal, they're going to hear that. The jury's going to hear that.
We should want, as a society.
As I said before, life be life.
Doesn't mean smearing somebody. It simply means, how come you never said this thing over 20 years?
What's up, bro? Good, man. Happy Wednesday to you, bro. Thank you, man.
I have interviewed a lot of people for this documentary, and a lot of them have said game over after they saw the Cassie video. Does this compel you to put him on the stand and explain it?
I don't know that I could keep him off the stand. I think he is very eager to tell his story, and I think he will tell every part of his story, including what
I don't know what I want to fix, guys. I want to fix some. I think I want to fix some
the thing that's missing from this story
tonight.
is the overall context of the entire situation. And when that context is appreciated, what people are going to see clearly, this was a long-term, loving, intense relationship that had mutual infidelities. And that is the reason why you see some of what you see, on the video.
It's kind of breathtaking that what you're telling me is that Diddy is going to take the stand and he will be cross-examined about this video, about the violence in the video, about the freak-offs, about allegedly...
I'm waiting for some people to come in.
All of those things.
Come in and talk to me.
He has his story, and he has a story that I think only he can tell in the way he can tell it in real time. And it's a human story. It's a story of love. It's a story of hurt. It's a story of heartbreak. I mean, when he describes that relationship, the word he uses more than any other word is heartbreak. He was heartbroken. She was heartbroken.
Are you doing all right, man? Are you okay? You all right, man?
What kind of a jury does Sean Combs want? Men, women, white, black? Is it more complicated than that?
The best jury for
A lot of people must be busy today.
Is a very diverse jury, and perhaps a jury
Trying to
that
see
is
who's in
primarily male. He 100% wants black people on the jury, people that understand where he comes from and the hard
from
work
Puerto
and
Rico.
dedication that he had to show to rise to the level of prominence where he currently
There's
is.
a big baby.
He wants people that respond to celebrity success.
Hi from Canada.
Fame, power.
Nice to meet you
I
too.
find, as a former sex crimes prosecutor and someone who's tried these cases, sometimes women are the
I'm
hardest
just trying to get the hang of
of
this.
women, and the most severe judge of the credibility of other women making accusations. Honestly, older black women from Brooklyn, you know, where I'm from, where he's from, they're street smart. You want street smart jurors is what you want here.
What kind of jury do you want?
I want people who've gone out and had a life with romance and love and
Come on,
love
guys,
and
engage
achieving
with me.
on their own. Because that
I do
is
see
the
people
person
coming
who's
in.
gonna see this for what it is. And this is all about those things.
You mentioned earlier about a racial.
You guys know
conflict you
this
want black
this
people
right
in this
here
jury.
I've
takes
never
some
been
time
one
to
do that
grow
with
your
the
channel
jury.
and
I want people who
be
are
successful
sensitive
on it.
to the issues
Um,
that I think are important.
I do have a lot of things that I can speak about, like I can talk about,
Would you
but
be
it's
open to a
hard
plea bargain?
Well, it's not up to me. It's up
because
to
I
the
like
judge
to have
calm
a
down.
room,
I
a
don't see
community
that.
to come in
Why?
and we can elaborate on different
He
stories.
believes he's innocent.
Just
what's
like
more,
you guys
he
want to
believes
know
that
about me,
he needs to
I
stand
also
up,
want to know
not
about
just
you
for
guys
himself,
too,
for his family, and for everybody
who
who's
actually
been
come on my
targeted
platform.
by the federal
Um,
government. He feels an obligation to those people to say, you know what? Maybe I can break the model.
So-
Maybe I can show the world that a black man can win, you know, in federal court. And I think he probably is the only person I know of who might be able to actually accomplish that.
Diddy was denied bail. This trial could be a year out. So this man went from, you know, a person of incredible wealth and means to somebody who is now in a very small jail cell, mostly in isolation. That must be beyond jarring.
It has to be, you know.
I said also that I really don't care how many people that I actually get into the room. I'm going to continue to do my lives, and the more I do them, the more better and the more creative I will get with them. So I'm not afraid to be like just have one or two people in the room or not have
What's your
none,
state of mind right now?
because the simple fact I know that I have to grow that. That has to be earned. So I'm not too much worried about that. I'm just trying to get adapted to speaking to a phone, which I'm not really speaking to a phone. I'm actually speaking to people, but it just feels a little, you know, abnormal. And you have the little jitters, but
charges or not,
it all surpassed after a while.
in terms of his career because of the Cassie video.
There's no returning from this. I mean, how can you look at that video and then, you know, have anybody take you seriously
So,
and want to sit across
I
the
have been
table?
on here for approximately 22 minutes almost.
Nothing else may
Um,
materialize. He may
and
be found not
I'll
guilty
come
for
back
anything
and I'll
moving
try to
forward
get it
past
tomorrow.
the video. But I think his reputation
You know?
is over. I think his career is over. And America loves a good comeback story. I think this may be the exception to that rule.
The more I'm faced with it, the more better I will get at it. So,
The record that he did come on, all the way past it was reached their full potential.
Nobody's ever going to be able to take it away from Puff that he had a hand that was incredibly important in the career of so many important artists.
the moment we see.
The artistic contribution of so many of these
All right,
artists
guys,
was forefront.
I am going to close this out for now. But as I said, I will be doing this every day. The more I do it, the more I will get better at it. So I just want to thank all the guys that came through on my live today.
Celebrating your contribution.
And tomorrow, I'll be right back at it again.
More and more difficult for people
Talk
to
to you
have
soon.
that opportunity.